Welcome you all. Today I am going to discuss what is mediate inference and what is immediate inference and distinction between mediate and immediate inference. Before starts the video, let you know what is inference. Inference is a mental process which is in our mind is inference. If it is expressed in language, it is an argument. So inference is divided into two: mediate inference and immediate inference. Mediate inference is a type of deductive inference in which the conclusion is derived by use of more than one premise. This type of inference is called mediate inference. That means in which premise we use more than one premise. It is called mediate inference. But in immediate inference is that a type of deductive inference in which the conclusion is derived from exactly one premise. Only one premise is needed. This type of inference is called immediate inference. That means in this type of inference only one premise is needed and in which the conclusion is derived from exactly one premise. Here in immediate inference is exactly one premise is needed and used, and in immediate inference more than one premise is used. Then second point, there is other premise existing between the initial premise and the conclusion. Premise एवं conclusion मध्य आउ कि अलगा premise मध्य एठी देखिबाकू मिले. But there is no other premise existing between the initial premise and the conclusion. केवल एठी गोटिए premise एवं गोटिए conclusion ही देखिबाकू मिले. ता मझिरे कोनोसी premise न थाए, किंतु एठी premise एवं conclusion मध्यरे आउ गोटे मध्य premise थाए. Next point, here we use a middle term. In mediate inference we use a middle term, but here is we not use a middle term. In immediate inference we not use a middle term. Then the example of mediate inference. The example of mediate inference, all men are mortal, is a premise, all kings are men is a premise, and therefore all kings are mortal is a conclusion. Here two premise and one conclusion. But in immediate inference we use only only one premise and one conclusion. That example is all men are mortal and therefore Ram is mortal. Here all men are mortal is a premise and the conclusion is Ram is mortal. So here we use only one premise, but in mediate inference we use exactly two premise. Then the last point, mediate inference are mainly two types. They are syllogistic inference and non-syllogistic inference. And immediate inference are of three types. It is conversion and oversion and contraposition. So this is the distinguish between mediate inference and immediate inference. Thank you.